we'll do the Sonic Boom one. Let's go. Sonic Boom is still unhinged. We watched the first part by Munchie Weep. Now we'll watch the second part. Let's see how unhinged it actually is. I guess. Let's go.
You know what I think is compassionate? Saving the village from Eggman, like every week. But do I get any props for that? No! Everyone just goes around gasping at me when I call a guy, or people. I quit heroing, and I quit this stupid group!
Holy
That reminds me, there's an anime out there where where people are just ungrateful, so he just says, you know what? I'm no longer a hero, I'm a villain now. And he solos everyone. Yeah.
Sonic wasn't aware of pronouns back in 2014. Cancel this man. Before I start this video, I just want to say thank y'all for all the support on the first Sonic Boom vid. I've always loved Sonic since I was a jit, so the fact I'm able to yap about it and people enjoy it means the world to me. We on the road to 70k subs, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. And yeah.
True. You should do that for him and also for me. Appreciate it.
Sonic Boom is still unhinged. Who doesn't love Team Sonic? The dynamic between Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles is iconic, and they be having funny ass moments, whether it be in the games, movies, or cartoons, except for Sonic Boom. Since Sonic Boom focuses more on the entire Boom Squad, which is basically just Team Sonic plus Sticks and Amy. But in the episode Battle of the Boy Bands, we finally get to see Team Sonic in action.
Breaking news! An epidemic is spreading across the globe.
Speaking of epidemics, apparently a California man has the plague. I don't know what plague, but he has a plague.
Fever!
Are you serious right now, bro?
Turns out this Bieber fever is a straight up pun on Bieber fever. That nigga Justin was him back in the early 2010s. You just had to be there. Sega decided to turn Justin Bieber into a beaver. I should probably kill myself.
Justin Bieber. You know what? The problem is that Bieber is beaver. Because Bieber is the German word for beaver. Terrible, huh?
And just like in real life, this singer has a hold on the entire female population, including Zoe. I know that boy Tails with few.
Yeah, that's Tails' revenge. Clearly, bro must commit things, unspeakable horrors, crimes. Bober Kurva. One person can be sick, not having the plague. Plague happen when it's spread. I don't know. Apparently, I just saw a news article. It'd be like, yeah, California man has plague.
You're right. This Beaver Fever thing is clearly just a marketing ploy to sell substandard music to gullible teenage girls. Who could possibly fall for it?
I don't know, Sonic. That boy sold out Madison Square Garden in 30 seconds. He was him. To absolutely no one's surprise, Amy has already been infected with the Beaver virus. Homegirl is tweaking. Sticks ends up questioning Amy on how she let herself go so badly. So Amy ends up playing Beaver's music to the squad back at her place. And look at Sticks' facial expression, dog. We lost her. Sonic ends.
It's terminal. It's a contractable disease.
Up turning that shit the fuck off, but it's already too late since now Sticks is totally fanned out to the point when Team Sonic visits her shack, it's completely filled with Beaver merch. They done turned my favorite crackhead into a 2021 dream stand.
You're the only fan I care about. You're the only fan I care.
You're the only fan I care about. Wait, wasn't that the other girl for Sonic? Knuckles always so big compared to the Knuckle always so big compared to Sonic. In this one, he is the brainless buff guy, I guess.
About. You're the only fan I care about.
Be my baby!
That's a man voice. The Bulbavia virus. That's a man, though.
Beaver is now in town, and the whole village's female population is there to see him. Sonic is suspect of what's going on, so he charges towards the booth before a security hippo slides in and says, "Music professionals only." So Knuckles pulls a trumpet out his ass and starts doing a cover of the Unleashed.
Pause. Where is he twirling that trumpet from? What are we doing here? He's not pulling it from, bro.
E-Rank screen music. Security Hippo ain't fucking with this shit, nuts. Sonic decides to turn Team Sonic into a boy band.
12 seconds later.
Knuckles, stop tearing pages off that calendar.
Okay, fine.
We're supposed to be thinking of band names.
I was saving this name for if I ever formed a band, but how about Duditude?
That's too awesome sounding. It needs to be something soft and inoffensive. Something like...
Dreamboat Express?
Ew! It's perfect!
They arrive back to the fan meetup spot and perform.
Ew, it's perfect. Yeah, that name does sound dog shit, I agree.
For Security Hippo, but he ain't fucking with it until Knuckles says,
I guess this is the end of Dreamboat Express.
Dreamboat Express? With a name like that, you've got to be professionals. Come on in.
They end up sneaking backstage and see Justin's manager. Surely he won't reveal his evil plan in the open.
How's our evil scheme coming along? Looking good. Tonight, Justin will debut his new single, which has 50% more mind control. Perfect.
Mind control songs. Mind control songs is crazy.
Boys end up getting caught by Beaver's manager, and they played the stock cartoon chase music during it before abruptly cutting to the boys telling the girls they're being mind controlled. I did not edit these sequence of events together. That's how it goes in the episode. You could watch it yourself, I swear! Tails ends up inventing the measurometer in order to find a frequency that can undo the mind control.
A few minutes later.
We need to get on that stage without being seen.
Hey, you there!
Huh?
The show's starting. The opening act needs to be up on that stage. Man, I'm good at my job. What would they do without me?
Team Sonic ends up challenging Justin to a singing battle and end up taking a 3-1 lead, which leads to Justin having to use his vocals in order to tie the score at 3-3, resulting in Tails finally being able to discover the cure to the mind control, which is wrong.
It's just a random song battle, so that's what they've been putting in the All I Want for Christmas Is You. Yeah, and all Christmas songs. That's why it's the same Christmas songs over and over every single year.
Rock and roll. Team Sonic ends up doing their Crush 40 impression and free everyone from Justin's brainwashing. And the craziest part is that Teamu Justin Bieber wasn't doing this by choice. His producer had him under his mind control, so he decides to give an inspirational speech.
Your power rock ballad has freed me from the evil spell of mind control. Now I can move into an industry where I won't be exploited by unscrupulous producers. Hello, humiliating reality TV series.
Nigga went from Justin Bieber to Montoya. I'm speechless. Sonic and Knuckles are like Dumb and Dumber. If you watched the last video, you most likely remember the wanna do something foolish incident, but I never went into more.
Yeah, and then getting on a rock and then being thrown. A classic. But that's just average boys behavior though. Wanna do something stupid? Yes. It's just average boys behavior. Wanna do something stupid? Yes. And we do something stupid.
More detail on the events that happened that episode. As you guys know, Amy lets Sonic and Knuckles crash their plate for the day, and they start fucking around. Remember guys, fuck around and find out. They try to let Sonic and Knuckles crash their plate for the day, and they start fucking around. Remember guys, fuck around and find out.
What is that? Who just shat on Amy's couch? God damn it, bro, what is that?
They try to bring the couch outside to let it dry, but it's not small enough to fit through the door frame, so they sit down and recollect their thoughts. What would you do in this situation? A. Call up Amy and tell her the truth. B. Stay and wait for Amy to come home. C. Leave and face Amy's wrath later. Or D. Hit up Sticks. If
hit up Sticks.
You chose any of these options, you are completely wrong.
Throw a rock.
Since a
1 hour later.
They end up arriving at the bro down point where they even end up hugging each other, but this was all part of Eggman's master plan, as he ends up sending a robot to attack the village to use Sonic's love for Amy against him. I'm telling y'all, bro, Boom made son Amy canon. Knuckles decides to take the robot head on.
Sonic, the new Sonic game did it as well. It's pretty sure that the new Sonic game did it as well. Sonic Frontiers. Due to, well, technically the voice lines aren't canon, right? but I'll consider them canon because they're in there. They're not said, but they're in there.
On while Sonic continues to compete in the bro down.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Knuckles eventually gets pinned down and they end up defeating Eggman's robot, doing something foolish, and Sonic ended up choosing the bro over the huz. So Dave the intern ends up winning by default. Don't take your eye off him. We gonna get to him soon.
I hope someone's been feeding my cat.
Remember how Sonic and Knuckles were dirty macking in front of the new girl in town? This nigga Knuckles like DDG when it comes to the hose. 2014 Kawhi Leonard defense. Bro really imagined a whole scenario where Sonic gets tossed to the side for him. Had my boy Sonic moaning like Bonnie Blue every hour trying to pick a bike up. Then picked him up himself and let him drop some rings in front of the fine shits. Knuckles flexes his muscles and got both Percy and Amy crushing for him. Sonic also tries flex.
I don't see where that's abnormal. I don't see where that's abnormal. They're just being dudes at this point.
But ends up losing 10,000 aura.
Come, my lady. We must go to Casa Details to repair your bicicleta before Sonic does any further damage.
Come on, guys! Wait for me!
If you're tapped in with the history of Sonic, you know that Sonic Boom on the Wii U was buggy as hell. And one of the most iconic glitches is the Knuckles infinite jump. Keep this in the back of your head for now. This nigga Knuckles ends up imagining a scenario where he literally goes Kaioken and uses a red Hadouken to defeat Eggman. And when he celebrates his victory, both Amy and Styx are simping for him. And Sonic is a P.
Wait, this entire episode is Knuckles being hot shit while Sonic gets cucked? That's crazy.
I want to be just like you when I grow up.
All in a day's work.
I'm starting to notice a common occurrence when it comes to Knuckles' inner fantasies.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
The reason I brought up Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric being such
I see what they did there. I see what they did there.
A glitchy fest. It's because one of the main reasons this show is so unhinged is because Sega was mad aware when creating this show. They already had Chris Chan from Temu talking about some, this fan fiction isn't family friendly. Them executives basically gave Cartoon Network the green light to do as they please with the script, even if it was just typical fourth wall breaks. Just listen to what Eggman says when he reintroduces Shadow.
He's only the second most popular character in the whole canon!
Thanks Egghead for being an encyclopedia. Was about to shout out Mike Pollock, but he's a Zionist, and that's no good. Amy might be Deadpool, though.
Still the best voice actor.
Since he stayed calling out the writers for doing bullshit.
Sonic, you just don't understand how movies and TV shows work. They always have a little filler material before someone bursts in to get the real story started. Guys, studios should stop recycling the same tired old properties and make something original for once.
See, even Sonic be doing it sometimes.
Alright, what's Eggman's angle?
He's turned his lair into a resort hotel to pay a small, one-time garbage collection fee.
Sounds like the writers are just phoning it in, but just in case, we better go check it out. Coming in for a hard landing, Tails. You got me covered?
Roger.
Who's Roger? He's talking to me.
Roger is a goat and deserves his...
These jokes are so ass. These jokes are so ass. They really should just let random bullshit go.
Respect, bruh. Tired of the Roger v. Jason Griffith debates. They act like two legends cannot coexist. Shout out Jermaine. Sonic had a rough transition to 3D is a narrative that's been pushed longer than LeBron has been in the league. And releasing a buggy-ass game while redesigning the characters by spamming them with sports tape and giving Sonic a scarf probably wasn't the brightest idea. Instead of crashing out about it on a story post like a certain indie artist, Sega just took it to the chin and made light of it through their work.
Look what I found at the flea market!
Dude, is that Tomatopotamus too?
That's the best one in the entire series! Tomatopotamus never worked in 3D.
Game companies always ruin their beloved franchises.
Nah, facts, Knuckles. I hate Sonic Forces and Pokemon Sword and Shield just as much as you do.
And they never should have changed the color of Tomatopotamus's legs.
I wonder what he thinks of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, that buggy mess. You know? Just questioning, right? I wonder what homie thinks of it. Just saying.
But how can I say no to her? She knit me this great scarf. I'm hoping the fans like it more than this one. Ugh.
Would you believe me if I told you Sonic Boom pulled the Simpsons and predicted the future? I already showed you how they predicted the actually meme last vid, but y'all not ready for this.
I believe this sapphire is yours.
Oh no, with Eggman after it, my premiums are gonna shoot through the roof. For some reason, insurance companies hate supervillains, which is weird since they're basically the same thing.
Luigi! What is this? Nah, can't be.
Nah, Sega knew about that boy Luigi? How? We gotta talk about Orbot and Cubot. These guys have been a staple of the Sonic franchise ever since Sonic Colors came out, and they're notoriously known for trolling Eggman in the games. So imagine how they act in a show like Sonic Boom.
Wakey wakey!
Bro just pulled the... what was it? Bro just pulled the items. Wakey, wakey!
But I have Bakey.
This was the start of Orbot's villain arc. Bro installs an evil update onto his firmware and starts tweaking the fuck out. But his first crime is pretty harmless, as he ends up just sending a distraction missile near Tails' workshop to steal his weather device. And what he does with this device next is absolutely criminal. Sonic and Amy are on a picnic date and this nigga summons a rain cloud on them, forcing them to run off. How dare this little shit disrupt my son Amy moment? Give this nigga the death penalty. He up there with King Von. He then starts wreaking havoc on the village.
Well, who's laughing now?
You are Dr. Paperweight.
How is it you still don't recognize a rhetorical question?
I don't know. If I wanted to be yelled at, I'd have stuck with Eggman.
Silence! I am Paul Martin Atreides!
They end up getting absolutely dead.
Bro is aura farming? Didn't even know. Prelude Master mentioned.
Decimated by the Boom Squad, and Cubot is tired of Orbot being a menace, so he hits him with the...
Bro just shut him down. Bro just clicked his eyes and was like, yep, shut him down.
Who's up for charades?
And they head towards their next adventure. They end up going on a quest to search for Eggman's missing tools, but end up getting caught in a trap. But Cubot with a hat pulls up, and turns out this is just one of many failed Cubot prototypes. These failed prototypes somehow managed to escape Eggman before he could...
Bro, the brothers.
Turn them to scraps. Don't ask how to conveniently event that leads to the outside, chilling behind a poster in a random ass room. Just enjoy the fucking vid. Since they're all failed Cubots, they have the combined IQ of -1. And once they find out Cubot is the finished product, they start treating him like Lasan Al Gaib. His first mission is to repair Cubot, so he slams a hammer on her before calling Tails over to repair her for him. And after she's fixed, Orbot and Cubot begin to walk away. But the Cubots end up making the real Cubot their king.
Bro just was turned into a king. This robot mouth reminds me of that guy from Star Trek with the glasses line. Yeah. This is how we will escape Poke's basement. Too bad there are no holes in the walls. And if there are any, careful. That might be a glory hole, actually.
Before Eggman returns, we need to move you all to a place where you'll be safe. Relatively safe.
Yeah, these Cubots aren't the...
These aren't the brightest, they're dying.
Brightest. Next up in the Orbot and Cubot Chronicles is the day Cubot became sentient. Eggman ends up inventing an anti-gravity machine since he's tired of his mail always getting blown away by the wind. And Cubot decides to use it as a hat, and it fucks with his brainwaves as he literally starts ascending. Manso's picking everyone in the town up one by one until he reaches true enlightenment.
It's all so clear now, as if I'm seeing the world from a new perspective.
Nigga think he the honored one. Bro, you're...
Bro is God. I alone am the bot one. You put what in the basement? I didn't put that there, but if it's there, you know what it is.
Or not Gojo! It's looking like it's GG for the townspeople, since if they keep going up, everyone will die from a lack of oxygen. But what will it take for Sonic to lock in and save the day?
You're free now, free to express yourself.
Oh no, the last thing we want is Amy expressing herself. We gotta do...
Last thing we want is Amy expressing herself. Yeah, bro.
Something!
Sonic and Tails put on their anti-gravity suits and soar towards Cubot on the tornado, and Sonic disables the machine is what should have happened, but instead he just put it in reverse and everyone is glued to the ground. But Knuckles digs his way underground, destroys it, and saves the day. There's a lot of controversy in the Sonic community when it comes to how people want Sonic portrayed. You got the Western interpretation version of Sonic sucks because of all the translation errors. I mean shit, they not wrong. Sonic be packing niggas for no reason in the English dub. Half the community prefers when Sonic acts like a nonchalant dreadhead and speaks through his actions instead of his words. But I've been replaying Sonic Unleashed on PC. Don't ask how, by the way, I totally didn't get the ROM off of. I'd say Unleashed.
Sail the seas, homie. I agree.
Sonic is the perfect blend between snazzy and confident. No one wants another Baldy McNose hair incident again, but the movies have kind of gone all in on making Sonic a yapper.
Konnichiwa!
I think I might have been the only 19-year-old who laughed at this joke in the theater. Sonic Boom is easily the best portrayal of this version of Sonic, and I think the reason nobody complains is because it's in an alternate universe. So Boom Sonic gets a pass for being a super hot fire clone. Boom Sonic got some classic ass lines like,
just because it's the end of the world doesn't mean I shouldn't look my best. Stop.
Accurate? Accurate, you know? If you die, you might as well look fashionable.
You're pure evil. Why are you coloring my arms?
Sonic, do you have something you'd like to share with Eggman?
Yes. How to say this delicately? You're a horrible roommate and nobody in this house likes you.
Did you miss me?
How can we miss you? You never go away.
Sonic, how about giving these guys a lift in Blue Force 1?
Yeah, sorry. There's a reason it's called Blue Force 1 and not Blue Force 3. Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
Okay, that one's good, actually. That one's good. That one's good, bro. Just casually ignore the Miku in Sonic Unleashed. I've obviously seen the Miku. Should have been a red one, though. Anyways, at least no mention of the real Nightmare Sonic. Mention they die in history. You mean like EXE and stuff? Shin's Sonic?
Give me a break. I can feed people sandwiches. Watch.
the best
not wrong.
Episode that showcases his sassy attitude is 3 minutes or less. Sonic becomes employed as a Mad Burger delivery boy. Mad Burger ends up announcing their new delivery service where they promise to deliver in 30 minutes or less, and if they fail to deliver your order on time, it becomes free. To nobody's surprise, Dave arrives 3 hours later and hands the Boom Squad an invite to the Mad Burger focus group. They end up going and Sonic calls the service shit, claiming that he could deliver in 3 minutes or less.
If you can do it in 3 minutes, you just got yourself a job.
You couldn't pay me to work here.
We're not going to pay you. You think just because we're a global corporation that our employees deserve to make a living wage?
Damn, shout out Sega for exposing a...
Can't say they're wrong. But the problem is supply and demand. Your Honor, I'm suffering of heart gotta go fast symptoms. I'm gonna say that once I can drive a car and gonna get a speeding ticket. There's an entire community of people just making better Sonic EXEs with lures linked to each other just to spite the original creator. That's funny. I hate you so much, I make a better product. That's some generational hate.
American work culture.
But I can compensate you in a chili dog for every successful delivery.
You got yourself a deal.
Nigga, that's all it took. Brother might actually be retarded. I've never seen a man so jolly to be a
Bro is, I mean, all of them are, in a way.
Fast food worker, but it's well deserved since he's delivered so fast that he got a good tip and a freshly made chili dog. Next stop is Amy Rose's house as she put in an order for 2, which has Sonic start being overprotective that Amy is having a date with someone else besides him, but turns out she set up a personal lunch break just for them. But in typical Sonic fashion, he quickly eats the burger and dashes away. Poor Amy, man. Someone in the comments last video had
the part I hate about Sonic is that Tsunami is canon. Tsunami should be canon. It should be canon. Get out of here.
The audacity audacity to say the part I hate about Sonic is that Tsunami is canon. Niggas be hating for no reason, bruh. How can you hate on this ship? Your life is nothing, baby. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now. He proceeds to go on a flawless delivery spree, 3 for 3 from the field. And look at his smug face when he gets back to Medburger. And look at Dave, bruh. He is not trying to serve this blue rascal. Never seen a man so happy to goggle up some glizzies. People stay talking about Sonic versus Goku, but how about Joey Chestnut versus Sonic in a glizzy eating contest? I got Sonic in 5.
What about Sonic against Goku in an eating competition? Once again, if you stop and you say your name is Frieza Gozier, if you say it out loud, it makes sense. I am retarded. What does this mean?
Man ends up seeing Sonic is employed on TV and instantly resorts to his D1 hating tendencies. So he puts an order in and starts acting like a Karen. But for every complaint he had, Sonic instantly satisfied it. Pickles, mayo, and the whole fucking condiment booth. He even tries to put in an order to a fake address later, but they instantly catch him in the act like he's a Scooby-Doo villain.
Later.
So, what is this complicated plan of chaos?
I'm going to attack him when he leaves Medburger and make him late for his deliveries.
Sonic ends up getting past the robots with ease and leaves it to the Boom Squad to take care of the rest. He then delivers to this tribe, but there's not enough for everyone to eat. So he yeets that shit and chops it up mid-air like he Gordon Ramsay. That's another plus 20 to the bank right there. On the way to his final destination.
Bro is making mad bang. I just realized. If bro worked actually for delivery, bro could be rich. Free to go, sir. Yes, I'm retarded. That one's ass. Sorry.
And he runs into Eggman, but hops over him and sprays his Eggmobile window with mayo.
Are we sure this is mayo? Did you just spray your baby batter on Eggman's window? God damn it, Sonic.
Resulting in him breaking his own bot and opening the cage he had the sassy beaver and special turtle in.
Compete! I just can't fucking compete!
Who is it?
It's Sonic with your delivery.
Sonic's not here.
No, man, I'm Sonic.
Who is it?
It's me, Sonic. Open the door. I have your delivery.
Sonic?
Yeah, Sonic, open up.
Sonic's not here, man.
Last but not least, he arrives at Eggman's lair and it's surrounded by robots. But Cubebot and Orbot just so happen to enter through the secret entrance in the back. As Sonic hits the buzzer beater with the 1 second remaining, collects his payment, an extra tip from Eggman, and is rewarded with a 10 chili dog bonus.
Bro eats so much. That's crazy. He jacked up at supersonic speeds just to traumatize Eggman. Ironic. Now that I realize this is ironic. Putting mayonnaise on Eggman's window, considering that mayonnaise is made of eggs. Ah, interesting.
But after eating them, he quits since he gets digestive pains and starts feeling like he wants to bomb the nearest Chipotle like he's EDP in 2016. And Dave is happy as shit since he was
EDP mentioned.
Started to get weirded out by how satisfied the customers were. Don't let this Cyanutria fool you. He's secretly trying to become this world's greatest supervillain. Bro so menacing he makes Mephiles look like a coughing baby. Will I finally acknowledge Metal Sonic's existence in the Boomverse? And how will everyone's favorite edgelord make his return? Make sure to like the video and subscribe with notifications on if you want Sonic Boom is Unhinged 3. Next vid up is Soul Leveling Season 2 in minutes for all my hood weeps, since that's what niggas on Twitter calling us now. And
wrong. We're just calling you guys hood weeps. If you consume anything, if you only consume shonen and shame everything else, that's when you turn into a hood weep. That's the only time you turn into a hood weep, is when you act actually just like a tourist. realistically. Anyways, that was interesting. There's more parts of this. We're gonna watch more parts of this. Like, comment, and subscribe.